Hi, I'm fake news anchor and real-life Avril Lavigne conspiracy theorist Austin Zesson. Welcome to Next Week Now, a show I once described to my parents as productive and not a total waste of time. Please stop calling me all the time. I need some space. We make completely accurate predictions using science and our own custom religion, but sometimes we get things wrong. I'll be here every week to keep the record straight. Let's begin. The 2017 Emmys were on Sunday, and boy did they disappoint. The big winners of the night were The Handmaid's Tale, Veep, Atlanta, Master of None, and This Is Us, which means hardly any white males won this year. What, are we supposed to put an equal amount of work and creativity into show business? We can't just make La La Land again, that's like once in a lifetime. This is not the America my forefathers stole and then called their own. Later this week, Donald Trump talked at the UN about North Korea and his summer fling, Kim Jong-un. Concerning the country's nuclear tests, he said, "Rocket Man is on a suicide mission." But we all know that deep down he meant to say, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer." Then today, Trump signed an executive order to allow more economic sanctions against North Korea, which I guess means he likes playing hard to get. Early tonight, North Korea stated in response that they will have aggressive force. So I guess we better scramble the Benny and the Jets. Terror in London this week as someone set off an explosive in their subway. Although, when our source first told us there was a bomb in the tube, we thought that was some weird British sex thing. Our sincerest apologies to our British correspondent, Lester Buppernick. We're with you, man. Hillary Clinton's back, and she's pissed. With the release of her newest book titled What Happened, Clinton tells all about the 2016 election, and more importantly, who's to blame for her loss. With 300,000 copies sold in 1 week, she seems to have won the popular book sales, but that's not how the hardcover electoral college works. Melania Trump made a speech at the UN in an outfit that can only be described as graduation robes from Flamingo Academy. Her speech concerned the dangers of online bullying because her husband is having a very hard time being hated by literally everyone. Listen, Donald, hang in there, buddy. I'm sure making fun of every political figure you've worked with won't bite you in the ass later on. You're a real man of the people. The iPhone X was announced this week, further bringing us closer to an episode of Black Mirror, a show my roommate calls, "Dude, you gotta watch it." The home button has been removed, and with price tags starting at $999, I guess poor people have been too. The iPhone X is technically supposed to be called the iPhone X, but let's be honest, the real name should be the iPhone XXX, because no matter how good that camera gets, it's only going to be used for money shots. Oh. Finally, America, we got the apology we've been waiting 30 years for. No, not the Lewinsky scandal. No, not music duo Milli Vanilli's lip syncing. I'm talking about the abomination that is Control-Alt-Delete. Bill Gates goes on the record saying that 3 keys is just too hard. If he could have a do-over, he would make it a single key. I guess maybe in that do-over, he would also consider the Zune. That's the news we missed. Now, let's talk about how accurate our predictions were last week. If you've been keeping score at the home, this current season total is 1750. So let's get started. We predicted that Russia will accomplish its most devastating cyber attack by converting the Microsoft paperclip to communism. Now listen here, America. As a pure capitalist, I have to say, you can't rely on anyone's help. And the fact that some office supply is trying to offer advice for free, well, that just means he was a communist to begin with. 150 points. Let's talk about something really American, guns and remembering our heroes. Our prediction experts saw the passing of the Nightmare Act, which allowed the ghosts of American forefathers to the right to teach our youth by giving them guns. Frankly, when I heard this, a tear to my eye came out of sheer joy. Though, when this week came around and the SHARE Act was introduced to the House, I nearly lost it. Sure, it allows looser gun control, and in turn, making it easier to give children our guns. But sharing? That's pretty communist to me. Still, 100 points because I'm a little point slut. Hurricane Harvey reincarnated itself and became Hurricane Maria, leaving the Caribbean in ruins and Puerto Rico without power to vote in American elections. Also, they don't have electricity. Oh. Along with that, a giant earthquake hit Mexico City, but since it isn't American at all and Americans are the best and everybody else doesn't matter, it's best to not worry about it. No, there wasn't a giant army of pterodactyls like we said, but we did half of Stormageddon, so 50 points. That's it, folks. 2,050 points to end the night. And let's celebrate by telling a big secret. But you go first. Ew. I'm Austin Zesson. Good night.